I am William Penn, and while you may not know my name, I'm sure you recognize me for my well-known Quaker Oatmeal. Now, I was a very prominent leader of a group called Quakers, a group which I am about to educate you in. Unfortunately, my followers have dwindled. Now all I have is my oatmeal. Despite my religious orientation, I provide yummy goodness to people of all beliefs. Christians, atheists, and agnostics all alike have tasted my yumminess. From the likes of Richard Dawkins to the likes of Jerry Falwell, I have been in all of their mouths. Including yours, Jesus Freek. I've been in your mouth several times. Wink, wink.
What? It's fucking oatmeal. Sicko.
Jesus Freek, I would like to tell you about the history of my denomination. See, unlike 21st century born-again Christians, I don't believe in war. I believe that peace was the only way to solve any problems, just like Jesus himself said to Peter, "If you live by the sword, you die by the sword." Also, believe it or not, even though we were a sect of Puritans, we believed that sexuality was a very important part of life. As a matter of fact, we were condemned for accepting nudity amongst our peoples. They called us crazy. We were pacifist nudists. Now, why can't you Christians in the 21st century be as accepting and tolerant and as free as we were? So, I believe that the Bible is not to be taken literally all the way through. The only one that I listen to is Christ, and that is maintained through a personal relationship. So, for instance, if I see an Old Testament verse that tells me to kill babies, you know what I do? I ignore it. That's right, I ignore it. But you people don't. You take the whole Bible seriously. And come on, I was around before the Founding Fathers, and we didn't take it seriously, so why do you? I don't understand it. Also, we believed in sexual equality between men and women. We thought to ourselves, well, before the fall of man, Adam and Eve were equal. Therefore, they should be equal now. There's no reason for the fall of man to get in our way of peace and equality, right? Right. Despite my religious background, which I am proud of, I put that all aside and decided to make something everyone could enjoy. The point being, don't worry too much about religion, just worry about what helps your fellow man. It's good for the heart, it really is.
Oh, here comes the airplane. You know, Jesus Freak, I've been watching your channel for a while now, and I have a lot of problems with it. There's, discussion of the rightful place of women. There's a discussion about war. There's discussion about, atheists being a threat to mankind spiritually. And I think we need to throw away all these, weird paradigms that we live in, these little boxes that we neatly put ourselves into, and think outside of the box and start asking ourselves, what is it that we actually give to the human race despite our rhetoric and all of that nonsense? And that's why I've decided to talk to you, good sir. I mean, why can't we just all help each other and just put all this religion stuff aside? I say that we take the lead of our friend William Penn here and stop worrying about what it is that separates us and what it is that actually keeps us together. And those are basic fundamental human needs that we all have, like love, like shelter, things of that nature. Even stuff like food. Why is it that there's so many people still suffering in the world when it could easily be solved with social engineering? So, Jesus Freak, I would say to you, to stop saying atheist versus theist and all that junk. I say we just sit back, relax, and enjoy the oatmeal. These things are good for cookies too, in case you haven't tried it. See, to me this oatmeal represents the fact that regardless of what one's beliefs might be, they still can contribute something to humanity that we all use regardless of our ideologies. I don't care if you're a Muslim or whatever. You think oatmeal is good, alright? Everybody loves oatmeal. It's a universal thing. It's a universal food, you know what I mean? And I just wish that we would take all these arbitrary labels that don't do us any good and say, what do I want to leave behind that will materially help mankind? Maybe, well, oatmeal's already been taken, but maybe we could leave something else. Maybe a legacy through our children to help improve the world, things like that. And to tell them that, guess what? No, the world isn't ending. Because if you don't want it to end, it won't. Because you and everybody else around you is the one that's causing it. So anyways, Jesus Freak, I say we go with William Penn and Jesus, and forget all the violence, forget all the hatred, forget all the wars, and just be peace-loving people. So it's really not so much what you do with your reproductive organs. It's not what incantation you say in the morning or at night. It's what you contribute to the world around you. What is it that provides spiritual, mental, and physical nutrition to other people?